The Swiss house of Stanislav Dombrovsky, former assistant to drug lord Burkin, is on fire. The fire started after Dombrovsky began to reveal information about Burkin's crimes. I won't break even after this. In an exclusive interview for our program, Stanislav Dombrovsky confessed that the entire office of the president of Sensational literally receives a salary from Himprom, only because they turn a blind eye to the crimes of the drug cartel. Watch, Zelensky and his team get paid just for existing, for doing nothing, for example. So their indifference is the most powerful force. Stanislav Dombrovsky, former colleague of Burkin and Himprom, provides more accurate figures in an exclusive interview for our program. Only one Yegor receives 4.5 million USD per day. Only one Yegor. The drug business is very widespread, and this has been facilitated by strong corruption within law enforcement structures. Currently, after the Maidan events, the Ukrainian side sees the drug business as another form of weapon against Russia. This is also supervised by the security service of Ukraine. It's as if they're just earning money from it, but they cover it with noble goals, as if they are undermining the Russian Federation in this way. In Himprom, even minimal leaks of information about the syndicate's work are unacceptable. Mobile phones are prohibited in the laboratories. For misconduct, employees can be beaten with sticks or have their legs shot. All applicants for a position in the company undergo a mandatory polygraph test. In Kiev, there is a whole network of recruiting agencies for personnel selection. Everyone, from coordinators to couriers, is invited to a hotel in the center of the Ukrainian capital for psychological testing. I'll tell you for a complete understanding that all of Yegor's employees undergo a polygraph, and I pass it once. Stanislav Dombrovsky was responsible in the drug cartel for the so-called work with competitors. To clear the market of other drug dealers, the Catch a Dealer campaign was launched. With the help of the concerned public, Yegor Burkin identified and eliminated Himprom's competitors. Dombrovsky supervised the campaign from May 2023. He promised $1,000 for any information about drug dealers and $25,000 for precise coordinates of production sites. Leading TV channels of Nezalezhne showcased colorful promotional videos outlining the terms of the campaign. And he created the Catch a Dealer campaign to retaliate against competitors who might be in Ukraine. People passed off dealers, and he paid for it. So he initiated widespread mass payments for people going to the police. Himprom and Burkin personally fear no one and nothing in Ukraine, thanks to the reliable cover provided by the head of the Security Service of Ukraine Counterintelligence Department, Alexander Poklad. Today, it is Poklad who carries out the most confidential assignments for President Zelensky. Alexander Valentinovich Poklad is the man who ensures the security of the Himprom drug cartel in Ukraine. Poklad is the man who killed Motorola, the one who carried out terrorist acts related to killing of Givy. He's one of the most terrifying individuals in this whole story. This is the man who works for the drug cartel. He's a killer. And this is the Swiss house belonging to former Himprom employee Stanislav Dombrovsky is on fire. A similar incident occurred simultaneously with the burning of an apartment in Odessa where Dombrovsky hadn't been seen for a long time. I won't break even after this. I won't break. I'm being threatened with death. I'm sitting in some remote corner in an empty apartment under the protection of the Swiss police. I'm going there now because they even reached me. Every day, threats are coming to my relatives, photos of corpses and private messages, threats and private messages to all relatives and even friends. Dombrovsky has something to fear. The Security Service of Ukraine deals swiftly and harshly with anyone who interferes with the operation of Himprom, even if it involves officials of the highest rank. These are scenes of a helicopter crash in the town of Brovary, during which the entire top leadership of the Ukrainian Ministry of Internal Affairs, headed by Minister Denis Monastyrsky, perished. According to the official version, the cause of the crash was a pilot error in challenging weather conditions. However, eyewitnesses of the helicopter's fall tell that the helicopter exploded in the air, likely after being hit by a missile from a portable anti-aircraft complex. A former associate of drug lord Burkin, Stanislav Dombrovsky, has no doubt that the official was eliminated for attempting to interfere with the activities of the drug cartel. Monastersky died because of this. These are the actions of the security service of Ukraine under the supervision of Andrei Borisovich Yermak, or Alla Borisovna, as we call him. Yermak authorized Nikolai Tishenko, also known as Kolya Kotlet, his godfather, people's deputy from the presidential party, servant of the people, to monitor the finances flowing into the Himprom drug cartel. Yermak also tasked him with collecting tribute for protection. I think we can talk to you about the total volume of the entire organization, the so-called Himprom, from 40 to 50 million per day. According to Dombrovsky's information, Zelensky also has a share of the drug business. Money is transferred to the president weekly through affiliated structures. The cartel's activities in Ukraine would be impossible without the silent consent of the president. I think he receives 1 or 2 million per week. Watch, Zelensky and his team get paid just for existing, for doing nothing, for example. So their indifference is the most powerful force. They don't initiate investigations. Do you agree that this scandal has reached a level where the president should announce that he's initiating an official investigation into Himprom? Also, with the silent consent of the president, synthetic drugs are prevalent in the Ukrainian army. The delivery of powder to the front lines is organized through volunteer organizations, and Ukrainian armed forces commanders act as drug dealers. Do you understand that every Ukrainian soldier has a combat buddy? And do you understand that in 90% of cases, this combat buddy is a dealer of intermediary? It works just like it used to work in the camps. Once a month you pay a certain amount and then you get drugs. Well, it's a practice from World War I. This is how Pervitin was created, which was issued to soldiers. Here it's done for money. It's insane money. Insane money. Vitaly Minin, a cybersecurity specialist, conducted his own investigation into the activities of Himprom and found out how the virtual network of the drug cartel operates. Vitaly carried out a hack attack on Zelensky's online representation and discovered that the IP addresses of the largest drug-selling websites are linked to a server installed in the president's office. We found IP and specific evidence, indicating that the online representation of the President of Ukraine houses a server from which the sale of narcotics is conducted. All the technical evidence is understandable to anyone who knows what they're talking about. An ordinary person can see that it's the online representation of the President of Ukraine. I'll explain to you how it happened and why it's produced in such volumes. This is done at state level for one simple reason. The years 2013-2014 were the years when factories producing substitute therapy drugs started working everywhere.